complete and study about why was Georgia colonized, all right, by England. Now, yesterday we talked about two reasons, all right, which was philanthropy and military. Now, Georgia was basically colonized because we wanted to settle things for what type of people, and James Oglethorpe wanted to be kind to what group of people?
The debtors.
All right, debtors. People were in debtor prisons who could not pay their bills. Good. All right. The second reason we had is that, all right, we had the Spanish threatened the southern colonies, so they wanted to put an area there that will act as a what, Malik?
Buffer zone.
A buffer zone. Make sure you guys write this down because it's very important we understand it. All right, now the third thing we touched upon a little bit yesterday, all right, but did not complete, was something called mercantilism. All right, it is the economic policy of England. Okay? So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about what was mercantilism and how was it used by England. And basically, we also want to, with our learning targets, we also want to know what was used for, and we want to predict how it's going to contribute to the American Revolution. Okay? So basically, mercantilism. All right? Now, it's an economic policy, and as all economic policies, they kind of play into different markets. All right? We talked about in 6th and 7th grade about there's a free market, there's mixed markets, and there's command markets. So what would mercantilism be? Traven?
It'll be like a command.
All right. Do you know why?
Because the British wanted more control.
Okay, very controlling. A lot of regulation, a lot of rules. Good. All right, that's why we call it a command market system. Okay. Now, we saw a little video before class ended yesterday, and then I asked people to read a page in a textbook to come up with some different things of what mercantilism was and how it was used. Okay? So, basically, who has some things they want to input, put this in here about what was mercantilism and how was it used?
Self-sufficient.
All right, it was a system used to become self-sufficient. All right, we want to become self-sufficient because a lot of times England had limited resources. So basically what they wanted to do is they were buying a lot of stuff, because if I do not have a lot of stuff to feed my people, I have to get something from you, right, John?
Yes.
And basically, all right, if I'm buying from you, my money's going where?
Your money's coming to me.
All right. So I don't like that, because all the money that I have to feed my people is going to you. Now, if I get a colony, all right, that maybe I was buying from you and then I found another colony that I could grow the same thing, do I have to pay you anything? No. I'm saving money. Money is staying in my pocket. And eventually, what people want to do, they want to not only have enough for their people, but they want to make sure that they can make things that now I can sell to you, right? Because your money's going where?
My money's going to you.
In my pocket. Good. All right. Now, so basically, when it comes to imports and exports, you want to have more what over what when it comes to mercantilism. Yeah, Antonio?
More exports and imports.
All right. So you want more exports. 'Cause when exports are going out, money's coming where?
In.
And imports. Good. Okay. What's another thing? Yeah, Malik?
When you grow crops not able to go in England.
All right, so to become self-sufficient, we need to find a place where we can grow crops that could not grow in England. That's good. All right, do we have anything else about mercantilism? Yeah. Trade.
Colonies can only trade with England and British colonies.
All right, so colonies could only trade with whom again?
England and British colonies.
Okay. So it's England who's making the rules, saying, you can do this, you can't do that. You could trade with this person, but you can't trade with that person. All right? That's why it becomes a command system. Do we have anything else? Yes.
Colonies were used for raw materials in new market.
All right. All right, so you mentioned it's used for raw materials. So, say for example, wood. Georgia is an area where there's plenty of wood. So, what happens to that wood when they start cutting it down? Where do you think they take it? What? Pardon? All right, they take to companies over where? In Great Britain, right? Okay. So they're going to take it there, and they're going to make furniture and whatever else, tables, anything you might use. And they're going to sell it to their people, but also they're going to sell it back to whom? That's colonies, right? So the colonies also now are a good place where there are new consumer markets. Right, very good. All right, so now the colonies are being used for their materials and to buy this stuff that's made over in England brought back. All right, does anyone have anything else that we have? Yeah.
There's a favorable balance of trade.
Okay, that's what we want, and this is what kind of said from here. Right, because if you have more exports than imports, it's in your favor, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, now, I think we know what it was used for, what it was. Now, I ask also people is predict what you know so far, and maybe even infer how would mercantilism contribute to the American Revolution. Remember, we got colonies, and they were way over on the other side, and sometimes England did not really control them because they were busy with fighting France and Spain and all that. So how's that going to contribute? If you got a real control and command system, how's that going to contribute to the American Revolution? Go ahead, Antonio.
It's gonna spur people on to defy England and Great Britain.
Okay. Why? What have they been used to?
They used to freedom and not being under so much control.
Mm-hmm. And I would dare say a lot of colonies probably were used to trading with France or Spain or anyone else. Whoever will give them the best price, it makes sense, doesn't it? So that's going to make them very, very angry that now, all right, they're being told what to do. Okay? Kind of like if you're home and you've been used to living at home for 2 years and you do anything you want to do, then someone says, no, you're going to have to follow this. You may not like that, right? No. Okay. And also, all right, who's making most of the money? Is it colonies or is it England? All right, it's England. So for the American colonists, they're going to feel that the favorable balance of trade is going to England, not to them. And they want it to be their favor.